I have told you yesterday that I think that Bitcoin will be retraced on the level, on the green box that I showed you in the chart. And exactly as I predicted, it's gonna happen. But I have some very good news for you. Some very good news that I have not anybody seen talking about this. So please stay until the end of the video, because if you understand what I will tell you today, if you see the chart, you will absolutely have a clue, will have a hint what's going to happen with Bitcoin. I'm still here in Dubai. I have still not traveled because I want to see until the market is stabilized and until everything shows me a clear direction to be always here, front of the camera, front of the telephone, to be able to trade and also give you all the information that you need to make life-changing money. So now I don't want to take any time, and let's jump into the content. You can see here, you can see the charts. Okay, let me do it a little bigger here. I told you yesterday that there was this green box that I told you that this is, I thought that this will be an support, but it broke the support, and I told you that normally if we cannot go through, we will see here a massive resistance. What happened? We tried to go through this green box, but the bulls did not step in with enough power, and it converted into the resistance, and now we are going to see more downside. Where are we most likely to go? So I think that we will take out this low here. You see, we have here actually tested this many times, and I think we can test it one more time, and I think we can get a little weak. Why? Because here a lot of people are in long positions. And where do they put the stop loss? They will put the stop loss here. So what the whales will do, what the smart money will do, is do something like stop hunting. I think we can go maybe with a short wick to 90,000, maybe 98,500, and from there we can see a massive move to the upside. That's what I think. Why I'm thinking this, I will show you in the chart a little bit later. Wait for a second. Okay, so as of now, would I open a short position? No, I would not open a short position. Why? Because Bitcoin is very tricky, and there is no clear direction. Why? Because it can be that we on Monday, because we have to understand one thing. You see the blue line here from my indicator that gives he fired a buy here. So we are only slightly below this on the 4-hourly chart. So what I think, let's check if on the 12-hourly chart he fired a buy. On the 12-hourly chart, he did not even fire a buy. So what I think is that we could also have here a little fake out, and then we will go to the upside. So go into my trading group. You see in the link in the pinned comment, you can see my trading group. Go there and I will give you more updates, or on Twitter. But now let me show you the chart that I was going to show you, so you have a hint what is going to come in the next month. Look here, this is my Twitter, Ronnie Talks Crypto. No one outperforms Bitcoin. In 2024, only 4 hedge funds outperformed the S&P 500, and yet Bitcoin outperformed it all. What happened when investors realized this and start to allocate even a small percentage of their wealth into Bitcoin? The real bull run might just be starting. Okay, this is what I'm telling you. Here's the S&P 500. You know, all the big investors, and there are so many books about this. Oh yeah, you must just invest in a S&P 500 and you will outperform everybody. Yeah, look here. Guess what? There was some only 4 hedge funds that outperformed them. Okay, so I think this is stupid, because why? If you can just let your money in the S&P 500, okay, and you get 23%, why would you give your money to broad reach just to get 1.3% more and take the risk to lose it everything? You know, that doesn't make sense. So better stay in the S&P 500. But look at Bitcoin. This is 121. This is like 6 times. This is 6 times what you get from the S&P 500. Okay, so this is something where people say, oh wow, I love this, I like this. okay, why not allocating a little bit money in the S&P 500, instead in the S&P 500, just into Bitcoin? So, and why is this important? So you must understand that the investors before, or let's say like this, okay, you can say, hey Ronnie, but the Bitcoin is always outperforming the S&P 500, so what's the news? Why should now people start to allocate money into the S&P 500? Yeah, that's a very, 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 very big difference. The biggest financial firm in the world, BlackRock, now is starting to buy Bitcoin, to recommend Bitcoin to their clients. So this was never happened. So a normal investor that invests in the S&P 500 or any other asset, before 3, 4, 5 years, he would never ever think about investing in Bitcoin. He would never do this. But now, as BlackRock is in the game, is recommending Bitcoin, they will allocate. And even if they say the difference, let's say the S&P 500 was 23% and the Bitcoin is 28%, they would say, oh, why should I take the risk? But the difference between 23% and 121%, so that means if you are an investor and you have 1 million, you would get 230,000 in the S&P 500. It's nothing bad, 230,000. But if you invest in Bitcoin, you would get 1.2 million extra. You would end up with 2.4 million. So that's a big difference. So there are people, they have 10 million, 20 million, 100 million to invest. So they would say, maybe it's a good idea to put 1 million, 2 million Bitcoin. What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, how can we do this? Before also was not so easy to invest in Bitcoin if you have real money, if you have money in the bank account. Now with BlackRock, it's very easy. You buy the ETF. So take this into account. That is very, very, very important. That you take this into account. More and more investors will see the closing numbers of the S&P 500 from 2024. Will see the closing number from the hedge funds. There are many hedge funds that underperform the S&P 500. Imagine if you have $1 million in a hedge fund and you get 90% back, 18% back, and just leaving it in S&P 500 will get 23% back, and putting into Bitcoin you will get 1.2 million. Will you be angry? You will be very angry. And these people will allocate a lot of money. Maybe this takes a little time, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but once they sit down with their financial advisor and they think, oh wow, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so take this long time. Thank you very much for watching this video. In the pinned comment, you can find $30,000 bonus from Bybit. If you cannot use Bybit in your country, a non-KYC exchange, Blowfin, here, down below. In the third link, you have access to my trading group. You know, these videos, they give you a basic understanding on how much is Bitcoin moving, is the market going up, is the market going down, but the real money is made in my trading group. There you have the signals, everyday signals, altcoins going up 10%, 20%, whatever, or a short position down. Yesterday we made so much money with short positions. All the people was crying, and we made a lot of money with short positions. So thank you for watching this video. Put me a comment. Put me what you think about the videos. Do you like it? You don't like it? Should I do something different? Should I talk about something different? But I think this video more, they have just it's not educational. It's not entertaining. Maybe it's entertaining, but it's more like a basic understanding on where is the market going. Is Bitcoin going up? Is Bitcoin going down? Not for trading. For trading is my group. Just to have a basic idea of what is the market doing. Thank you very much. Share this video. Give me a like. Please, let's bring these likes to an all-time high, and see you in the next video. Take very much care of your crypto. Don't lose your crypto. It's the most important. Rule number 1 from Warren Buffett: never lose money. Rule number 2: never forget rule number 1. See you tomorrow. Bye.